Welcome to the Edge Up podcast with your hosts Reed and Glenn from Hawaii Trading Academy.
Thank you for listening to our Hawaii Trading Edge Up podcast. This is the almost the last week of December, or no, 2 weeks out. 1.5
2 weeks
week
out.
out. Yeah, the ending of the 2023, and holidays are here. Food, drinks, partying, getting together, getting together with everyone. But what we want to focus on this episode is the Trade60 program that we launched earlier this year. And if you guys want to hear how it began, you guys can tune into our previous episodes. I think it was like
Episode 36.
episode
Trade 60
36.
details.
So what is
Yeah.
the Trade60 program? Trade60 challenge, so just to summarize it, for 60 days, we're going to start this in January. We're going to have us and our members, you guys, if you want to participate, anyone can participate. And this is going to be more of a consistency challenge, more discipline challenge. 4 tasks you have to do daily, which is 1, read 5 pages of a trading book. Could be digital, could be physical. The second task you need to do is to journal or review a trade and document it, right? And so the way we're going to be tracking that is we have our private Discord group where if you want to join in on our challenge, we're going to put a link to join into the Discord, and you're going to be able to document and upload a screenshot of a trade every day, and for 60 days. Reed, you want to talk about the last two?
Yeah. So the last two, it focuses around like the external things, and that's like working out at least for 45 minutes. Like even just a walk counts. Basically, get the body going for 45 minutes. And then finally, drink half a gallon of water, which is only 64 ounces. So that's enough to like just keep you on a, a level of health, that because it's all mental trading. There's a lot of mental aspects that go along with it. So I think just taking care of the physical body, which is super easy to do when you just do 45 minutes and hydrate well. You'll feel a world of difference by just doing those two things.
Yeah, bottom line, we're trying to help everyone build good habits, because ultimately success is compounded in good habits, good decision making every day, no matter how big or small, but you're just stacking it. And so we aim to help you guys become better traders, be more resilient, be more disciplined at the end of the 60 days. This isn't no boot camp. This isn't, hardcore training, wake up before the sun and get in 5 miles. No, these are just the simple things, but we're focusing on consistency. So a few things that we've gathered that help, from all the books and podcast videos, we gathered a few traits that all great traders have, right? Which is grit and discipline and resiliency, and the whole accountability of just participating in this group. Everyone starts as a clean slate, right? Day one. And with the journaling, hold us to account ourselves, even though we're supposed to be leading this group, but we need to just be accountable and post our screenshots, do our journaling. Why? Because throughout life happens, and it's just, you know, harder for us to go ahead and do that task that we need to do. But if putting it on the challenge, right? The accountability is like, okay, and we know everyone's supposed to be doing this. And so as a group, as a community, we can keep each other accountable. If we didn't post our screenshot, I'd be like, call each other out. Hey, a friendly reminder. Hey, a friendly reminder. It's almost midnight. You haven't done your screenshot, by the way. You haven't done your journaling. Um, Go. We need that encouragement, right? Because like day 20, imagine that, right? You're 20 days in, and all it takes is a little slip up, right? You read 4 pages instead of five, you know. Now, we could be crucial and be like, oh, if you miss a day, you restart. We could. But we don't want to really be crucial in that part because, you know, the whole experience is you as yourself making the decision to go ahead and be accountable to yourself, you know? Make the decision to be consistent.
I mean, the reason this we want to do this is because it's a great way one to jumpstart the year, but it's gonna sharpen our mental IQ when it comes to discipline and having to be patient and wait for your setup. So this all trickles down to the actual work of trading, and that's like choosing discipline over feelings. So like when you're in a trade, for example, if a trade goes against you, how are you feeling? You're gonna feel pretty maybe like on edge, right? You want it to be green. Everyone wants it to be green. But when you have that discipline and be like, okay, I'm going to be, if I could stay disciplined throughout my life on a day to day basis, and I'm feeling like I should get in this trade, this is too easy for me to just sit down and stay out. So you become more aware of those thoughts of that little bitch voice, right? That's what, forget his name. Um,
Tim Grover?
Not Tim Grover, the dude who did Priscilla.
Oh, Andy.
Andy
So,
Frisella, he calls it the little bitch voice. And the more times we conquer that voice, the easier it is to acknowledge that voice and just be like, nah, and just swipe it aside. And that again, that's gonna focus or funnel all back into trading, winning those small battles and pushing that needle forward day by day.
yeah, pushing that needle, like, and it leads to stacking wins, guys. Just as you're going through this challenge, day one, day two, day three, it's gonna take the first week's probably gonna take a little bit of adjustment, you know, and then the second week you'll get the hang of it, right? And then you look back, you're day 30, right? Halfway through the challenge, and you'd be like, whoa, look at all these wins that I stack. So say, you know, something comes up in your schedule and you get super busy. Um, that compounding of wins by doing knocking out all these tasks should give you a little push and motivation to go ahead and continue and make it through the challenge, you know, day 45, day 50. you you'd be like, no one can take that away from you, for one, right? All those little tasks you're just crossing it out, you knocked it out. And the whole idea is to just build that muscle memory and then have that discipline to do that. So it's really important to stack the wins. Just in our a few episodes ago, we're talking about setting intentions, goals, setting targets. We were talking just about that. Like in 90 days, what do you want to accomplish? You know, this trade 60 is 60 days part of it. So you want to become a better trader in 90 days. This is part of a way to do so. You know, if you just join in and come on a journey with us. So
Yeah,
you
it's
want
gonna
to,
create some
yeah,
momentum. Yeah, it's gonna create some momentum for starting the new year. And then something that I thought about as you're talking, man, it's like even okay, let's say you make it through trade 60, right? You have 60 shot of our screenshots of all your trades. So let's say you don't even have a journal, but you just took screenshots for 60 days. Now you have a baseline of what you like to look at. You can begin to identify your own patterns when you do take these 60 days worth of screenshots.
quick question, Reed. On
Yep.
my, if I was a trader coming into this for my first time, do I just screenshot a chart, or is there things that I need to put like type in or note or
Yeah, absolutely. I would say type as many notes as you can, possibly what you're looking at. And I mean that could be like the simplest thing. I saw this line do this, and like boom, that's it. And then maybe that could be something that's repeatable, right? For your consistency. So I think of course the basics, writing out how much you risk and what time you entered the trade and what was your stop loss, the bare minimum. in that sense, but then also like maybe write about your day and then add a reasoning, more reasoning behind of that entry of why you entered it. So then that way, like you, let's say you do look back at your own charts, you're like, what was I looking at? You know, you won't know if you didn't write it. You're not going to remember everything, you know. And I think that's another very great question is adding those notes into your screenshots.
And the other thing about that is when you do fill out your screenshot and then you upload it for others to see and you're sharing it. Yeah, like I guess like when I was starting out, I'd be a little insecure about uploading my screenshots because I'd be clueless. I don't know what I'm looking at, right? But it'll be good when you have a community that everyone's doing the same thing, trying to get better. And we'll help lift each other up, you know. We'll go and try to positively critique or share about some blind spots some others you might not see in your current chart, you know. So it's just a good overall learning experience. Well, part of the main thing about this challenge is the action. We can go ahead and just talk about it on this episode or on social media. You got to go do the work. You know, this isn't a motivating podcast. This is a take control and make it happen this year. If you set goals in 2023 and haven't really accomplished it yet, then make it a point to accomplish it in 2024. Make it a point to take action and do it, you know? And so this should be a like I said, a jump starting, get you some momentum to begin Q1 and let's just go for it, you know? The one thing the question that comes to mind is like, are the actions I'm doing, if I participate in this 60-day challenge, will my future self thank me for it? You know? What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst um that I'll lose if I participate? And, you know, overall, you'll like you drink more water, you get more exercise, you'll have a good solid foundation of entries and journals, right? So your future self will thank you for all that because that is work right there. That is work. Ideally, you want to build that confidence, right? Say you make it to day 60, day 59, look from where you started to where you're at, and you want to see you're going to be more confident, right? And it cannot be taken away from you because you've gone through the challenges. You did not make any excuses. You did those daily tasks. You got out of your comfort zone, you know, and you pushed through. And so that is the biggest thing that I feel like, you know, only it can't be bought. You know, you can't just go to Amazon and pick up some confidence, man.
True that. Yeah, it's like building new habits. You know, that's what it is. Is in order to get rid of bad habits, we have to replace them with more healthier, better habits. So I think starting this with Trade60 to start the new year, we're setting the foundation of new habits. You know, overriding the old habits of not journaling, of maybe just not enough notes. We're gonna change that with Trade60.
Trade60, guys. There'll be links at the bottom of this episode. You guys can definitely join in. Our start date will be January 3rd. January 3rd. We are starting.
Let's go.
If you're interested in starting the Trade60 with us, click and join the free Discord chat, and then we're gonna post all your progress there, and we look forward to seeing you guys grow. So for those who are gonna be joining our Trade60 program, stay tuned. Like we have a special surprise. So at the end of the challenge, aside from stacking your own wins, HTA, we're going to be awarding a free evaluation challenge for a prop firm at the end of Trade60. So that's going to be randomly selected. We're going to randomly select a winner and give them a free evaluation challenge.
Whether you're looking to improve your trading, mindset, and growth, we'll provide you with the tools, tips, and inspiration you need to make your next breakthrough. So tune in and let's edge up together.
out.